Hello twin flames and welcome to the Divine Masculine reading for Saturday. Now I'm going to use the universal love messages today. This is a gorgeous deck by Toni, Carmine, Salerno. Now it is a universal love. The love they have for you is powerful, it's never ending, it's eternal. And I really feel the masculines today are dealing with some kind of frustration over the time things are taking for them to actually make a move and change their life and tell you how they feel. They're feeling very agitated by that because, it's in them. They want to tell you, they want to express, they want to change, but they're just kind of thinking, I'll do it tomorrow, or there's fear there around it. There's fear around making the move, and they're giving me a block in the communication, a block in the throat. So that's what's stopping things. It's their own fear. But it's more of a frustration today, feeling like they can't do it right, or they're not good enough, or everything they're going to do is wrong. And they need to get a grip. So it feels like today they're getting a grip on their reality and they're facing up to their truth and, really knowing now that they have to make this change. And this is really powerful because as we get ready for the new year and as we move forward into 2023, we won't be able to take anything past February that no longer serves us. And if we do, it's going to make us ill. It's going to make us drained, tired. We're going to go through physical stuff because it's not on our higher vibration. That's why so many of us have been going through ascension as we get ready for these changes. And the masculines aren't immune to that. They go through this too. So they give me this block in the throat chakra. So the masculines have things they need to cough up. And that means things they need to admit, own up to, say. Things they need to tell you, express to you. And they need to do it now because they need to get it out. And they need to get these things out to people around them in their lives, because if they're living a lie and they're not satisfied, it's just building up and up and up, like residual pain and struggle. And one day it's all going to blow. The masculines are like a volcano that's yet to abruptly erupt, the saying. And it's going to abruptly happen. It's going to happen with no notice. It's just going to happen very spontaneously because it's like they're going to spontaneously combust. There's going to be this combustion where, it just blows up. And it comes out like a bottle of pop when you shake it. It goes everywhere. So this is where they are. And they're feeling very agitated, and that's the word they're giving me, because they feel stressed out about it, because they know there's things to say, and then they struggle with that. They may write a message out to you, and then, delete the message off the phone and rewrite it, and it doesn't look right. And you know what it's like when you're writing words, or you're looking at a word, you look at it until it doesn't make sense. So it's like the masculines are trying to make sense of things they're thinking, things they're writing, things they're working out, their own life. And it just doesn't seem to be making sense. It's like the jigsaw puzzle pieces still need to fit together. They're still trying to work out where they go. So he's still trying to work out where to go and what to do, and where he fits into your life, where he fits into his own life and his situation. So I feel there's that agitation around today. Okay, but that's bringing in change. So change is good. So what's the energy around the masculine today, please, angels? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? So the cards coming out then, we've got answered prayer. We've also got healing sounds. Wow. So healing sounds are about music. Things that bring healing in through sound. So I feel the masculines are becoming calmer through listening to music today, or sounds that calm them down, and that's going to be an answer to their prayer. So they've been asking for help and asking and praying, whether they're aware or not. And there's an answer coming to their prayers through the sounds that they hear. They're very healing to them. And I feel that's music. I feel the masculines have a deep connection and bond with music. So, they're going to be listening to music at some point throughout this day that brings in a healing energy. And it also is going to make them feel very vulnerable. This person in the card is naked. So music can make us feel naked sometimes because it can knock down those barriers. We can put armour on to hide ourselves and act like we don't care or things don't affect us. But then one song, just one song can come on the radio and change everything. And it hits us in the feels. Or a sound could be words. You know, I was watching a Christmas film the other day, and everything in that film just made me cry. It just made me cry because it reminded me of my mum, and there was love in there and twin flame stuff, and it was about finding yourself, and I just found the whole thing very emotional. And when I started watching that film, I never expected to cry like a baby through it, but I did. And then I started feeling very vulnerable because I was crying. And, you know, I was on my own, and then George came in, he was like, "Are you crying, babe?" You know, and I got all this vulnerability out. So it's like I was naked. I was naked because I wasn't expecting it. So sometimes the masculines aren't expecting to go through those types of feelings and emotions. And that can be very vulnerable for them. It can be very irritating to them as well because they don't like showing the hand in that way. They like to plan and plot and work things out first and process. And when things take them by surprise, you know, they don't really know how to deal with it very well. They don't deal very well in a crisis. So there's healing sounds coming to them that's opening them up and answering the prayers and making them see things, and they're transforming. You know, there's a gorgeous blue butterfly on this card here. So blue butterflies are about healing energy. Even blue birds you may be seeing, or things that are blue. But this is the masculine showing you they are transforming in their throat chakra, in their heart, flutters, because they're receiving answers and aha moments. And they're going to have some of those over the weekend. Oh, wow, right, I understand. Because they're gaining clarity and inspiration and power. So let's do a what's next card. I'm going to use these as well in the daily twin flame reading. So what's next for the masculine? Yeah, look at this, meaningful conversation. So they want to have a meaningful conversation. They want to be able to have that with you. But first they have to have that with themselves. And I feel that's what healing sounds are doing. So healing sounds could be, you know, things they overhear. Watching a film and there's a meaningful conversation going on in that film or in that show. And wow, they receive some guidance in there. It makes them feel things because you make them feel things. Anything that reminds them of you brings in that power. And sound, music, even sounds like high-pitched sounds or tones. You know, it could be meditation music if your masculine does meditate. But most of the masculines will be receiving these messages through some form of sound or conversation. And it's going to be the answer to their prayers. And I feel a meaningful conversation is coming in. There's going to be an answer to your prayers. So that could also be talking to their karmic partner about the future and realising there is no future there. Talking about their children and getting plans in place. And eventually this meaningful conversation between you and them. Now you may have had many of these conversations in dreams through the 5D, especially when things seem to be going up and down. You know, maybe you've been dreaming of a lift going up and down. You know, this is about spiritual guidance, awareness, realising where you are. So I feel that things are elevating to the next level. And this is an answer to your prayer. So the masculines can't take anything past February that isn't serving them without consequences. And I feel they're very aware of that right now. So, you know, they want to hold the world in their hands. They want to make changes. They want to show the world who they really are. So a lot of change coming in through a meaningful conversation. Better times ahead. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.